Okay, folks, got another Nubeo. Doing a little remix. Got another Nubeo watch for you guys. And this is one I've reviewed in the past, but this is a new color, newer color. And this is, I know I repeat myself a lot, but this is one of my favorite Nubeo releases. You know, they're all pretty cool, but some excite me a little more than the others. And this is the Maven. Now, I've reviewed this in a black. I think I reviewed it in a green and white. I may have that one. I just don't really remember what I have. And then, of course, one of my favorites, the pink and purple. Super unique. And this one, you know, honestly, when I was talking to my representative over at Nubeo, sometimes I'll request something that may not be available here for sample in the United States. And so he was just like, hey, what do you think about this one? And I was like, choice. Like, and I've seen this before, and I don't know what it is about red when it comes to a watch. You know, and I know a lot of times when I do these videos, I'll kind of contradict myself a lot because I'm like, oh, I love this, I love that, I love this color. Ultimately, it's very difficult because I am like a kid in a candy shop when it comes to. Do you remember? Do you remember like Christmas Story when Ralphie's little brother on Christmas morning, he's like, "Oh boy, that's mine. Oh, that's mine." That's kind of like me with watches. Like I just really enjoy like wearing a unique, different watch. And you know, this one here, I don't know. This one is just one of the Nubeos that just really calls to me for a couple different reasons. One, it is very thick, right? And two, it's square, it's rectangular. So I like when watches get away from the round thing. And I don't get me wrong, I dig, this is where I contradict myself. I like all watches, right? I'm not saying I don't like round watches or I'm like, oh, not my thing. Like, I love them all. I don't discriminate. But, you know, with this, I do really appreciate the uniqueness of a big, square, thick chunk brick on your wrist. And this one here, I love the red and white. And, you know, for some reason, I'm not really, like, red is not my favorite color. You know, I don't have a lot of red clothing. I would never have a red car, unless it was like a red Ferrari. And even then, I'd probably go like black or silver or white. But this, I don't know, when it comes to a watch, I'm definitely intrigued by the red. And this is more of like a blood red. It's more of like a deep red. Almost like kind of approaching like maybe candy apple-ish. It has sort of like a maroonish kind of tint to it. And the other thing I love about this is just, I love the double balance wheel, or they call this twin graph a lot of times, or double barrel. I think it just gives you a lot to really look at when it comes to, you know, the style and design. And I think it's very intriguing to look at. Very cool watch. So let me just talk about the price on it right off the bat. $369. You have a couple different colors, but a lot of these are sold out. These did really well, like most of Nubeos. You still can get the pink and purple, and for guys who, you know, I definitely dig the color pink. You know, I think it's kind of fun when I am wearing like something pink to kind of accessorize with a pink watch. I love the pink and purple version of this. Again, they're all really nice, but as far as the colors available today, let me just see what they got here. I think there's a little discount here too. They have like a, what's this one called? Yeah, this one's like a dark khaki, but it looks like it's like almost like a pea green. Then you have this one here, which they call the prune red. The pink and purple one is called rich purple. And then it looks like, yeah, industry green, which is this watch basically green, like a, not like a, almost like a forest green and white. So you check them out, but the price definitely varies. So if you want to get this one in the green, oh, that one sold out too, my bad. All right, so you got the pink and purple, $369. You know, these definitely, the price was higher. They, you know, like with anything Nubeo, they always have sales going on. So, I don't know, if you don't have this one in your collection, you like Nubeo and you're looking for something unique and different, I think this one's pretty badass. Exhibition window on the case back, which I'm not like the biggest fan of, but Nubeo, at least with this one, they did sort of like kind of a turquoise tint, and then you can still see the movement. And there is some sort of like sketching on this. They'll usually do like the exhibition window with like some sort of stick figure. This is sketching something, I don't know what it is. It's probably something to do with like the Maven, which is where they derived the name from. Let's see what it says about the Maven. It says here, taking its name from NASA's own Mars Atmosphere and Volatile Evolution spacecraft, the Maven is an inspired timepiece fusing automotive space and horological design. So again, there's nothing on this that screams Maven, okay? So other than, I'm not sure what the Maven, let me see what the Maven is. Maven Space. Let me see what they say about the Maven. All right, so the Maven is like basically a square, looks like a square foil-lined shoebox with 4 solar panels coming out, like a flying box. So I guess if we're going to very loosely, you know, say this is inspired by that, it's a square, it's a rectangle, but technically the Maven looks excuse me, looks square. I don't know. This is what Nubeo does sometimes with their watches. Sometimes the inspiration, the name, you can really see the inspiration in the watch. Other times, it's very loose. And remember, it is a space-themed company, so of course they're going to name the watch something space-related. And it is a nice little story, but realistically, when I look at this watch, if I was a space expert, and somebody said, hey, this is a space-themed watch, tell me what you think this is themed after. Other than this, I guess this is the Maven on the back, but like you can see, this is where it's like a box and the solar panels go this way. It's loose. There's nothing really on this that ties this to the Maven. So why would you buy this? You like the Nubeo brand, you like the Nubeo quality, you collect Nubeos, or you're looking for something very unique and square or rectangular like this. And all the watches that I've reviewed and I own in my collection, there's nothing that I have that looks like this, right? I can say that there's a few Nubeos that I have another brand that's like, okay, that's a barrel-shaped case. If I like took the names off it and said, hey, what model do you think this is? I could very easily say, well, this is a Zarabamba. This could be a Nubeo. This could be a Richard Mille. Not that I have those, but like that style is kind of duplicated, and I like that. Don't get me wrong, but with this, if somebody were to hold this up and say, who makes it? I'd be like, that's a Nubeo Maven. And so it is a very unique timepiece. And I think it's, like I said, I think it's super dope. We have sort of like this sandwiched, like, case bezel-ish kind of look where it's not case and cradle, but it appears that the face of the watch, what we'll consider the bezel, and the case back are actually like screwed together, sandwiching the watch. Again, very cool double barrel balance wheel. It is an automatic. As far as the movement in this, I have no idea. It just says here, automatic with 2 small second hand, 2 hands. I'm just gonna give up on them updating their website because they just don't list the important data. And you know, when people are buying a watch, even paying, you know, $360 is a pretty reasonable price for a watch by today's standards. People want to know what the movement is. So I don't know what this has in it. Maybe like a seagull of some sort, but I don't think it doesn't appear to be like a Miyota. It doesn't appear to be, you know, and again, if you are on the fence on this, just so you guys know, if you were like, I want to buy it, but I need to know the movement, let's say you've tried to contact the company, contact me. Let me know because I can get you the information a lot quicker. And if you're on the fence and like, you know, this is a deal breaker for me and you need to know, tell me. So, you know, again, remember my links are affiliate. I sort of work for you sometimes, you know, and so I am the salesman in these things. When it comes to time for you to buy the watch, I want you to use my affiliate link. That's what, you know, that's how this all works, right? That's my motivation in sharing these watches with you. Of course, I love them, and if they didn't have an affiliate program, I would still give an honest review of the watch, and I'd still tell you that's awesome and I like it, I enjoy wearing it. But, you know, I wouldn't have the opportunity to make a little money based on my efforts, right? So anyway, you know, always buy from where you feel comfortable. I think buying Nubeo directly from Nubeo is great. Sometimes you can find them on eBay. If you're looking for something like, let's say you discover this video years from now, and they're all limited, right? 150 units per color. And, you know, they're no longer available, and you fall in love with this watch, yeah, you might find it on eBay pre-owned. You might find it, you know, new stock on eBay. So that's always, you know, always buy from, you know, somebody with a good seller feedback and reputable. And you can usually tell, you know, how they've treated others and how they're going to treat you. But it's a cool watch. There's not really much else I could say about it. Let me hit you with the rest of the specifications here. It does have a sapphire lens. That's great for, you know, the folks who are, you know, looking for specific specs. I think it's meaningless, but great. It has it. 200 grams of weight, 5 ATMs of water resistance. These are silicone straps. They do list 26 millimeter, but these are proprietary. And this is something I've mentioned. I'm going to keep mentioning this. Nubeo really should include, I don't know why, I don't know how many times I got to mention this, but, and they're probably not going to do this, but I think anytime a company makes a watch on a silicone strap, they really should engineer and include some sort of system. You should never design a watch that has a proprietary strap, in my opinion. Great to have it, but how cool would it be if this came with a set of like adapter links where you could then take this 26mm strap and then be able to add, you know, a 20mm, maybe something that size it down to 22. You know, you can still find 26mm straps, but I don't know what your luck's gonna be to find something that kind of sandwiches together in the way this does. And what I always worry about with watches like this is what happens 30 years from now, right? People tell me all the time, oh, that brand doesn't have value. Everything on earth has value if there is a demand for it, right? That's how it all works. I've heard this for years. People are like, oh, Rolexes all appreciate. Well, there's a guy I follow on Instagram. He owns like a store. If you need to know, if you want to watch it, like drop me a comment, I'll get back to you on it. But he basically like buys gold, silver, jewelry, and all of his videos are people coming in saying, and there's kind of like a little bit of a, you know, back and forth. I think they're told, like, because they've seen other videos, they kind of come in there a little rude, like, oh, don't fuck with me, give me the, you know, they kind of like do that haggling, and he keeps his calm. Sometimes they insult him. You guys probably know who I'm talking about, but people come in all day long with Rolex watches. In every video, they're like, "Oh, I paid $10,000. I want 10 back for it. I want 20,000." You know, it's like he's like, "No, that's not what it's worth." Older models of watches, especially Rolex, when they continue to make models that look exactly the same for the most part, are not going to appreciate. Now, you might find a specific model that maybe becomes desirable 20, 30 years down the road. Absolutely, that has happened, and that could still continue to happen. But just because you have a 2019 Rolex that you paid $10,000 for, you're not going to get more because it's a Rolex. Like, why would somebody buy a pre-owned old model watch for more than they could buy a new one for? So keep that in mind. Now, when it comes to the unique, again, this watch isn't going to appreciate to the point that, like, you know, a name like Rolex ever would, right? However, if this watch does become super desirable and people, you know, once it's discontinued, again, supply and demand, and you can't find them anymore, there's always somebody that collects something. And if this becomes meaningful to somebody and they want to have in their collection, sometimes they're willing to pay more for it because they want it. And if they have the money to spend and it's important to them, then they'll get it. And so anything can become desirable. Anything can appreciate with age and time, but nobody really knows that. There are no guarantees. And if there were guarantees, then everybody would be dumping their money into buying every single thing that was guaranteed to appreciate and be making money. That's just not how the world works. And anybody who thinks that, really, I question your ability to reason, because it's just not how things work. But with a watch like this, my point of mentioning that is, what if I have this 20 years, right? And, you know, I have 500 watches. Like, most of them don't get worn, right? They get worn once a year sometimes. And I decide, hey, you know what? I'm old now. I want to, you know, sell these and, you know, try to recover what I can to go on a trip, or who knows what. Will they have value? Only time will tell. However, they will only have value if they're not falling apart. And I just wonder what the longevity of silicone is. And it would be really nice to say, and even if I said I didn't want to sell them, I just want to wear them, I'd be very disappointed if, like, you know, 20 years down the road, what happened to my G-Shock watches happens to this, where they just deteriorate and break down. Now, that's okay if you have the ability to get a new strap. Because if I had the ability to throw on just like an aftermarket strap, a white leather strap, I could still kind of get the look and the vibe of the original creation, but just with a different material and something that's not going to cost an arm and a leg. However, with this, will you be able to put a strap on it for a reasonable price, right? I don't know. And so just kind of keep that in mind with anything like this. If there's ever the doubt that you are, you know, looking, you know, 20 years down the road, we just don't know what silicone is. You know, I'm sure you can Google it and find out what the longevity is like. There's probably ways to take care of it. If you're going to buy one silicone strap watch and make sure it's, you know, not dry rotted. But my point is, I don't know. And so I just wish Nubeo would create maybe some kind of like adapter links to adapt standard 22mm straps. So no matter what happens, like the watch itself, the case isn't going to wear out. Like, it's durable metal glass. Like, you're still going to have the look. Even if it didn't work, you can still wear it if you can put it on your wrist. So again, I'm just hoping one day Nubeo says, hey, all our new watches on silicone, we're designing watches that can take a standard lug width strap. Even a 24mm. If this is 26, but even if this was designed to have a standard 26, you can still find 26. You could throw it on bracelet. This, who knows? And I don't mean to say that to plant the seed that's going to fail, but just it's something I want Nubeo to maybe think about. So anyway, let's take a couple more close-ups here. I know I ramble on a lot in my videos, and that's, you know, if you like the content, you like it. If you don't, then I don't know what to tell you. You know, there's other people you can watch. All right, let's slap it on the wrist. So one thing I always pride myself on is showing you what it looks like on the wrist. I'm 5'8", 182 pounds, have a 7-inch wrist. This is what it looks like on a guy my size, my height, and my weight. 54 millimeters lug to lug, 16 millimeters in that case thickness. You got a nice, thick, chunky watch. 44 millimeters in, you know, left to right. It's big, it's bold, and it is badass. And again, it is one of my favorite Nubeos that they make. You know, there's other ones, the Ventana, the Magellan. I have like 9 Magellans. Still very cool style watches with this silicone strap, but nothing quite like the Maven. It is really an interesting piece. Get back a little bit so you can see what it looks like. All right, folks, that's it. I appreciate you guys taking time to watch. Remember, subscribe to the channel. If you have any questions, let me know. My links are affiliate links. They are in the description. I appreciate you using them if you're going to make a purchase. And if you do make a purchase, let me know. I'm always happy to hear when somebody does buy something off one of my videos. And, you know, obviously, I have a lot of enthusiasm for watches. And so, you know, I hope that helps to you know, get you excited about owning some of these really cool watches. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good day.